is
Zaza. Oh, yeah.
Fitzy and
Sweet as.
Wippa.
Happy Monday, guys. Welcome to the Fitzy and Wippa podcast. Hope you had a great weekend.
Hey.
We've got mate, there's a bit of a chuckle in this one.
You're having a laugh, eh?
There's a British MP, a politician by the name of Neil Parish. Now, Neil, you don't do this, Neil, and I know Parliament time can get really, really boring. And question time can obviously, you're sitting there going through your phone, obviously doing a bit of research, but unfortunately Neil's been looking at some pretty explicit content.
Now, you should not be doing that. Not in a public forum, not in an inappropriate space, only at home, possibly on your large screen when your family's out. They could be down at the park getting an ice cream and you've only got 10 minutes or so. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know when you would do that.
You know, you're a professional in the area.
What are you talking about?
But the thing is, he said he was trying to look for equipment to buy for the farm.
Wow.
So he was looking for tractors.
What's he farming, women?
He unfortunately come across this website. Yeah. You're going to hear his, coming up soon, his apology. He's had to retire, but yeah, we'll do that very soon.
Fitzy and Wippa.
Throwing it out there if you've caught somebody cheating through a photo that may have appeared and in the background there was something going on. One woman, to her disappointment, has broken up with her current husband. That's gone. That's done and dusted. Natalie, her name is. She was going through a couple of old photos and she thought, let's have a look at good times. And she went with her husband and the kids to good old Disneyland.
Happiest place on earth.
Not for her. Really not for her.
Why not?
Splash Mountain, very popular ride, guys. Jump in the old log. Jump in the log and go down the ride.
Love the log ride. Love it.
What else
That's
happens
the
on
one
the
you're
log
all
ride?
way up the top, you get down the bottom, everyone gets wet.
Yeah.
Let's line up
Hey.
again. That's
And
beauty.
Here's the issue. Can I remind everybody on the log ride, when you take off and head towards the water, make sure you put your hands in the air and scream because we're going to take a photo of you. The old hubby's hands weren't in the air. The hubby's hands were on the nanny that came along to help out at Disneyland that day.
Are you kidding?
And his hands were very handsy all over her legsies. As you'll see there, that's the nanny. The two kids are sitting in front.
And she's leaning into
She's
him
leaning
too.
in. She's gone the snuggle. The wife then went through other
Where's
photos.
the wife?
The wife did not go on the ride, didn't want to, so she stayed behind. They're the
Wow.
kids in the front, and there's good old Hansy Dad, one row back in the log ride, making sure that the nanny is feeling safe and secure on such a wild ride.
By holding his log.
The nanny strikes again.
The nanny strikes again.
I know. Why would you get a nanny?
The wildest ride at the park was actually the nanny. The dad discovered.
Wow.
Mr.
And
Sheffield.
the worst ride was probably the ride home in the car after the wife has seen the photo. Love to know if you've been caught on camera. I mean, I don't know what this guy was thinking. What a fool.
Well, he would have thought, you know what, here's 7 minutes where I can get a cheeky grope in.
Yeah. Oh, my God, it's so dark in here.
Yeah.
We'll put your hands in front of you, please, mate. Stick them in the air where we can see them.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, it's so scary. Hold me tightly. Well, don't hold me there. It's not going to help anybody. That's not the safety bar.
Do you know what? Suck it into him. That's just awesome.
Yeah, you need
all
evidence,
try to
don't you?
catch- Yeah,
This is the thing.
totally.
But she didn't realise on the day. The wife had no idea. It was only, a few weeks later when she had wanted to show one of her friends, hey, we had such a good time at Disneyland.
Oh,
You
the friend did it.
should see the photos.
Do you know what?
then
That
went,
is
"Oh."
when you say, do you know what? If you two want to be together, you be together with the kids. I'm going to the day spa. I'll see you in 8 hours. You look after the children.
Yeah.
I wonder if anyone, because you do need evidence, and that's why private investigators get hired as well to go out there just to give you evidence that they're with somebody else.
You've got to be careful too, though. I mean, I took a photo of a female that works here at Nova out at a work drinks, right? And the angle of what the photo was made it look like she was making out with somebody.
Oh,
And it
you
was purely-
rightio, mate.
Yeah, how could you do that to someone, and why would they stick around and work another 10
It
years
was-
with you after you tried to do that to them?
Purely the angle of the photo
So
that
was
made
Reggie
them...
looking at you?
No,
or-
no. Do you not know the photo I'm talking about, Ryan?
No. Was it Sarah?
Sarah.
Do you not know this?
No,
But
I've
it was
never
one
seen
of our
this photo.
bosses.
It was a beauty.
And then he bloody circulates it as a laugh, and I'm like, whoa. This is, no.
No, don't mention their name.
Whoa.
But I was not happy with that gag.
Leave PJ out of this. It was
not
just
PJ.
a wild photo. It was just the angle, though, says, and you were innocent on that occasion.
There was like 15 people. We were
Yeah.
all sitting together at QT.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God. Unlike other occasions, you were innocent that time.
See, the other one I would like to know, if you have heard that your partner is hooked up with someone at a bar or a nightclub, can you then go to the establishment and say, can I see vision? I doubt that they
No,
would
they
have the
can't.
time to go through with you.
But you'd have to go in there and say, hey, I lost my watch or something on the
Yes.
night. It was around 10:30 in the corner of the bar. Can I have a look at that footage?
Because you get a lot of those, hey, I'm so sorry to tell you, mate, but I just saw your wife. She was at a bar and she was kissing some guy in the corner.
Yep.
I would say,
How do you
give
know?
me the exact time it happened and I would go back and do that thing.
Terry's on the Central Coast. Terry, what happened, buddy?
Hi guys. I drive a maxi taxi, and the wife come across a couple of photos on Facebook. She's in a precarious position with a whole bunch of young ladies. Some of them kissing me on the cheek as well, and
Go on, Terry.
But that was just the maxi
about
taxi,
that one,
Terry.
but,
Were they just clients?
well, they were. They all jumped out of the cab and they all wanted to take a photo, and I volunteered to take a photo, so they all got in.
Giving, yeah.
And after the couple of photos that I took for them, they decided to grab me and pull me into the photo. And
Oh, Terry, you hate it.
I hate
You
it.
are the victim. That's what I'm hearing.
When women treat men like a piece of meat, it's disgusting.
Terry got a toweling.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Terry-
There's probably hundreds of photos out there of me doing that.
all right,
Terry.
How do you explain that, Tez, though? That is a real tough one. Did you get it? Were you in the dog box for a while? Did you get it over the line?
No, she understood that, my nature is, helpful and nice. But
Helpful.
Yeah.
Helpful, Terry.
that's just what I was doing.
Yes.
How
See
very
that?
helpful taking your belt off and undoing your pants.
Oh, whoa. Terry would never do that, and it's an automatic. It's not a manual.
I have a lot of stories of women getting completely naked in the back of their taxi as well.
Oh,
And that's some of your best work, Terry? And do you tell your wife that, or just Sydney on radio?
No. She doesn't know about those ones.
She does
well
now,
done,
mate.
Terry. Well done. Ever felt like a holiday after your holiday?
Plan your getaway now and make up for missed holidays with whatif.com.
Plus, select hotels are fully refundable so you can book with confidence.
Booking cancellation windows apply. What if? It's Aussie for travel.
I need to talk about a British MP who has had to quit over the weekend. His name is Neil Parish. He's a Conservative. Oh, well, Neil wasn't too conservative when he was looking at his phone in Parliament.
Okay.
Now, the weird thing about this as well, it says here that he was watching it at the side of the chamber in Parliament waiting to vote. So he must have been in a line waiting to vote, and then there was a camera in Parliament looking down on the politicians going to vote, and Neil was on his phone. The thing is, there was explicit material on his phone, Sarah.
man.
He was watching a video. Now-
Did it come up, or was he actually watching it?
Okay, so we need to go through this because he says he was searching online for vehicles for his family farm, right?
That's a kinky subcategory.
This is
Isn't
him
it?
trying to explain it.
Funnily enough, it was tractors that I was looking at, and so I did get into another website that had a sort of very similar name, and I watched it for a bit, which I shouldn't have done.
So now,
Wasn't the guy on his knees at the back of that car?
well, this is what I
Fitzy's
was.
favourite photo.
This is what I was trying to work out. Was it someone making love to a tractor, or was it a couple who really loved the countryside and decided to
Oh, mate,
get
there's-
amorous next to a tractor?
There's some hot tractors
See,
out
the
there.
No, wouldn't it be animals?
What? Oh, Sarah,
Sarah, that's
you're
another-
going
He's
into
on a farm.
Sarah's going into the bestiality category over
Oh,
here.
I meant the animals together.
Oh, right.
Oh, but
okay.
you check yourself at the gate there, Fitz.
Sometimes when I see a brand new John Deere
Oh, yeah.
or a New Holland, I'm in all sorts. I'm ripping my clothes off and I'm running up to those big wheels and needing more.
See, the thing is, though, he watched it quickly. It popped up. If you're looking for tractors and something else pops up, you would then go, "Oh, whoa, I won't do that again."
Yeah.
But have a listen to this.
My biggest crime, is that on another occasion I went in a second time.
And that was deliberately.
And that was
consciously.
deliberate.
Why is he being so honest?
He's watched it again. See, now, a lot of people are saying, how can you search for tractors and what does come up? And someone said corn hub.
Oh, very
That's
good.
not bad. I get it. It's really good.
Someone said instead of the House of Representatives, it could be the Hands of Representatives.
I like that.
Yes.
Or was he Googling? He might have been, he may have had a new tractor and he was looking, he may have just put in ploughing.
That feels likely.
Was he looking for, did he accidentally look for Massive Ferguson instead of Massey Ferguson?
That's true. Look at the shine on those hubcaps.
Farmer wants a Wi-Fi?
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
So he went to the site, had a look and went, oh, that's a bit different. I wasn't expecting that. Clicked off it, maybe did search tractors, and then went, oh, that's not very exciting, and went back to it.
What is
that his crime?
Why would
Yeah.
would
Is
you
it
go,
for a lol?
whoa, you would instantly go, whoa, what was that? And then would you have a chuckle with someone behind you going, hey,
Yeah.
Look at that, mate. My God.
This. Was he could have been looking for his favourite country musician, Girth Brooks.
Big boy. Big boy.
It's unbelievable. But I don't know why in Parliament... I know it gets boring. Parliament time can be really boring, I understand. But do you honestly really have to watch explicit material while you're in there?
MDG's a big fan of Clarkson's Farm. I mean, I don't know what you're doing on the couch in front of Clarkson's Farm, but
That is
anybody else?
a great subcategory.
13, 24, 10.
Early in the morning and it's Monday. Time for fun with some wordplay. On Monday.
Yeah.
On Punday.
Yeah. Monday. You little beauty guys, you know how this works. We give you a story. We then need your movie puns. Movie title puns. Here's the story. This is disgusting. If you're eating your breakfast right now, I apologise in advance. An eatery has been shut down for serving samosas. Is that how I say it? And snacks. Well, Tom, I wasn't sure if it was samosa or samosas.
Samosa. I'm not a big fan of the samosa. Do you guys like the
I don't
samosa?
either.
Yeah, look, I love my Indian food, but samosas, I can't really get into.
It's just plural, is it? Is that all it is? Is that what I'm dealing with? They were preparing food in the toilet.
So this was their kitchen space.
This was their
obviously.
kitchen space, yep, and their washroom. They even had expired items like cheese and meat that was well past the use-by date, rotting. And when they did an inspection, not only did they find the toilet bowl being used as a prep area, they also found insects and rodents.
Do you remember that?
Yuck.
You know that story we did on the menu log? I think it was menu log, and there was a
woman.
great Indian restaurant that was on fire.
That's
And
right.
they found out it was just some mum at home. Yep. So she was cooking up these amazing Rogan Joshes, and everyone was
Nobody knew.
And all these drivers were coming around her house and just picking them up and delivering them, and she was making a heap
Love
of
it.
coin. She didn't
fire.
even have a business.
Who wants to kick it off, guys? Easy one this morning, I would
Well,
have thought.
I'm not going to go. I am not.
Oh, you cleaning it up, are you?
Yeah, I am not going to go disgusting.
Oh, well,
this
then
day.
I'll go first.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
let
not.
me do it.
Okay,
Come
you
on.
go.
What do you got?
10 things I hate about poo.
That's not bad.
Oh no,
Right
that's,
there.
I don't want to go
That's strong.
disgusting.
No,
I'm
neither
gonna
do
go,
I, says. It's
I'm-
really cheap.
I'm gonna go
Okay, do
drum
yours.
roll, please. McFly, bacteria to the future.
Better.
That's
better.
really
Not
good.
bad.
Yeah,
Well
it says
done.
you shouldn't have cheapened it. Can I have a drum roll? Shawshank Redemption.
You've already done that. You've done that before.
Every
You have
time.
done Shawshank Redemption before.
I reckon you have to.
You have.
Come on, lift the bar.
Well, if we're playing in the gutter, let's stay there. This classic, Sharknado. That's
Do you hate yourself?
Oh, every
Yeah,
day.
you should.
That would be an amazing movie.
Thomas Brian Ivy.
Well, I won't do the cable guy. I will do. Oh, look out, Julie Andrews. It's Mary Poopin.
Oh, Mary Poopin.
Cute.
Stage show at the moment, Tom. Nathan in Kemps Creek. Here's your drum roll, Nath.
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille. Yeah, well done.
Not bad.
It's a dish as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well done,
Good on
mate.
you, Nath. Great start.
Robert in Seven Hills. Here's your drum roll.
One flew over the poo-poo nest.
I can see exactly what you've done there, Robert. You should be very proud of yourself.
Basic yet effective.
Should be very
Robert.
proud, Rob.
Pat in Bondi, what's your pun, Pat?
All right, we had Mark Wahlberg in The Crappening.
In the what?
The crappening?
Crappening.
Oh,
Was it the happening?
Oh, The Happening. Yes, I do remember
Yes.
that movie, Pat. Well
Pat,
done.
Don't hate
The
yourself. Great
Crappening.
work.
Steve in Rouse Hill, what's your pun?
Forest dump.
Forrest Gump.
Basic, but there.
Steve, I'm proud of you. Your mum and dad still love you, and the rest of the family think you're okay. Well done, Steve.
Run, Forrest, run has a different meaning.
Yes, it does. Completely.
Luke in Moorebank, what's your pun?
It's diarrhea of a wimpy kid.
Oh, that's really good.
That is
really good.
It's a bit clever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can hear that, Luke.
That is really
Well done,
good.
buddy.
And to finish it off, Cam in Revesby, what's your pun?
Bum dog millionaire.
Oh, bum dog millionaire.
No, Cam.
20 bucks. 20 bucks. Says, what
There
do
are
we
two
do here?
that I really like, Nathan and Luke. I think we're going to go Luke.
Lukey.
Lukey.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Luke. We have a possum problem in our house at the moment. Mate, do you know what? It must be a family, because once they get going and they get out of there really quick, because we got a dog, Beastie goes up and sniffs around, they can hear the dog coming up the stairs. Man, do they
So they're in the ceiling, yeah?
and they make this... have you got the noise of a possum in the system? Hello, possum! No, that's...
Very different.
David.
They need their average. Very good.
But it's this screeching, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Possums. no, that's Dame Edna again.
And when they fight, the sound is horrendous.
man.
We grew up with a lot of possums.
So we woke up yesterday and we took the dog for a walk early at about 6 a.m. and Daddy Possum was on the road. Daddy Possum's gone, Sarah.
Okay.
Have a look at the size of Daddy Possum. Now, I knew it was Daddy Possum because there was a couple of little agates hanging out the end there. And
Good to
Mate,
inspect the carcass.
have a look at the size of the teeth. It's nearly as big as our dog.
Big ringtail.
That would have been a ute that's hit it or something.
Big ringy.
Yeah.
I need some advice, though. Can I get into trouble for this? Because unfortunately, I'm married to a woman by the name of Belinda Irons, who cannot, you cannot kill
Well, here we
any
go.
animal, and if there's a dead animal on the side of the road, we need a proper burial for it.
Oh, my God.
Oh, you're not going to bury that thing, are you?
So, Sarah,
The bin, mate.
Yeah,
so
bin.
then I find myself across the road with a shovel
Oh, my God.
to please my wife, because she's a bit emotional. She can't watch this. Can you please a proper burial for the possum? She can't watch it, so I start digging. As soon as she goes inside, I said, this possum is massive. I felt like I was Mr. In-Between. I was getting rid of a body.
Yeah.
And I thought, mate, people were driving past, Sarah.
Yeah, because I don't think you can just dig up
No,
public property.
we've
Yeah.
got fake grass out the backyard, so I can't do it there.
So you're doing it on the nature strip?
Yeah, no, like there's a tiny little nature strip across the road.
Yeah.
And I started digging down and I hit rock straight away.
Yeah,
I
of
said, I'm not
course.
going to do this. So I put it into a garbage bag.
Tossed it onto a cruise ship.
No,
There's
wait,
one out the
no.
front. Just gave it a big lob over. Did you?
There was a family looking to get onto a cruise ship. I said, come over here. I'll just sort out your suitcase.
Let me help you with your bags
Get
then.
possum in there. So I ran down to the local park, Sarah, and just offloaded it into a bin.
That's
Is
fine.
that okay?
Mate, of course that's
Oh,
fine.
but I heard with possums you can't. Because when you catch possums, you can't just let them go. You've got to drive
yeah, 20
them.
Ks.
So
Why 20k?
Because they come back. They come straight back. You need to take them far enough away that they won't know how to get home.
What if you put butter on their paws?
Different.
see, the other thing
Like
is,
you do with cats?
That's weird.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think that ties in, says. I don't see anybody just getting what's that butter we like?
Pepe Sao.
No, the
Oh, Lurpak.
Lurpak.
See,
I
the
paid $9 for it the other day, by the way. Criminal.
What a rip.
So I'm not dipping a possum's foot in Lurpak.
you'll do it again, though.
Yeah, well, I love it. Mate, possums are terrible. Like, they're so hard. We've got a possum lady around our area. Cindy, I think her name is.
Is Dame Edna in Rose Bay,
Yes,
is
and she, because we've had possum issues where they fall off the top of the house, and we found one that was on the ground the other day, and the ants were getting to it, but it was still alive, so we rang the lady who turned up. She was about to have a dinner party, but the kids said, no, we've got to try and save this. Then we found a tiny one that had sort of fallen out of the pouch, 2 centimetres long, and then we called Cindy again. and she came round to get that. She's round nearly every day. She went up to the boys' school the other day. They found a little possum in the yard.
Can I? Do they get electrocuted? Is that what
Possums?
Is that?
I think sometimes, yeah, because
Yeah.
they're up on the wires and they bite through them and stuff.
Yeah, but see, I said don't you have to be touching the ground to be electrocuted with the
I think
wires?
if you touch two wires at the same time.
Isn't it?
Wouldn't
no,
it
if
be-
you're grounded.
Yeah.
For it to go through your body. Do you know what? A friend of ours, he had a huge possum issue at his house. And I went round one... I shouldn't say this.
Oh, no.
Well, you're halfway through the story now.
I went round there one day.
cruel?
Yeah. And there was a Hessian bag attached to the exhaust of the car.
Oh.
He was putting the possum to sleep.
Oh, my God.
He didn't know what else to do with it.
Oh, well, that's cruel.
That's horrible.
Well, he
It's
thought
not
it was
gonna
the
die
most...
straight away.
He thought it was the most
Humane.
humane way of doing it.
Well, no, the humane way is to give them a sedative.
With the other option's filling a garbage
At the
bin
vet.
full of water. You know, and I think that's...
No, you just
Something
ring the
you
local
shouldn't do.
RSPCA or something,
I
don't
don't
you?
think
Or
you'll
your
get
council.
I don't think the RSPCA will turn up to collect a possum.
Yeah, well, they will for a kangaroo.
That's different.
Well,
but-
not really. They're
No, but
still
if
animals.
if you catch a possum, you can't kill it yourself.
No, but
you
Peter-
have to hand it over.
That's
to,
what you should do. Or Peter the Possum Man.
Yeah,
a
you don't
vet.
kill. Yeah, you don't kill.
You
them.
do not
Don't kill them.
and should
Just
not. And it is
relocate.
illegal. And that's what I said to him. Cannot
man.
do that, man.
I've got a call from Andrew.
Hello, Andrew.
Andrew and Karela, can you help us out here, Andrew?
Hello, Andrew.
Yeah, hello, Fitzy, Wippa, Sarah, the gang.
What's going on, man?
I'm in pest control, and by law, you're not allowed to do any of that sort of stuff
No.
that you're talking about.
You
But
shouldn't.
the law is you're only allowed basically 50 to 100 metres and to release it from your house. So basically, you got to find all the holes, patch all the holes up,
Yep.
and you basically So
we
50 to 100
stuffed.
metres.
What do you mean, Andrew? You're not allowed to drive 20 k's out of town with the possum in the cage and let it go in the park?
No,
That's
the
unsafe.
Come on.
laws. I know it sounds weird.
But
Rubbish,
Andrew,
Andrew.
what are you supposed to do then? What's the top thing to do with
Fix
a
the
possum?
holes of your house.
No, but don't you? If you can't remove it, what you have to call someone like you to come and deal with it?
Yeah, correct.
So, but Andrew, don't they just, if you let it 100 metres down the road, it just come back and go get back into your roof?
I know it is a very weird rule that they've got for pest controllers that we can catch them, but you can't release them any further than 50 and 100 metres.
Hey,
away from
Andrew,
where you caught them.
what bait do you put in there, mate? In the traps?
To catch them, you just use fruit, any good
Apple.
fruit, like really ripe
Granny Smith.
bananas, pears are good.
Beautiful. Well, Andrew, there's a dead one in a bin in Balmain if you need anything to do today. Well, it died.
I'm around your area, but I can't help you today.
Thanks, Andrew. Well, there's a few others up there as well if you can get rid of. I got plenty of bananas at home.
All right, Andrew. Thanks, mate.
Actually, I just want to talk about this bus driver. The reason why I do have to bring it up, because it reminded me of a story that made me quite sad as well. He was learning, this bus driver, to drive. He had the old driver training on, and unfortunately didn't go too well because he drove the bus into the Mortdale Hotel
Oh, jeepers!
in front of everyone who was having a few beers in the front bar. It was Pauline there. Was she shouting
Pauline at the bar, was
Pauline
she?
Hanson at the front bar shouting everyone.
You're
was she?
kidding
Oh,
me.
no, I don't know. She
idea.
might have been on the trail. But you know what? He was told to go away and maybe learn a little bit more, and he was told by the company,
Yeah.
mate, while you're there, maybe go to Specsavers because we think you've got a problem with your eyes. He is actually wearing glasses in that shot. And it actually brought back memories. I didn't know this. I don't know if I've told you this before, but when I was at the LA Crows, I was told you got to go get a physio session, right? You got to go see this guy for a physio session. Oh, yeah, no worries. So I rocked up to this place, and it was Specsavers. And I got my eyes tested.
Yeah.
And I didn't know, and I thought every player in the team was getting it. So I got my eyes tested. The guy goes, yeah, you're fine. 2020, your vision's perfect. Well done. I'll go back to the club and tell them. I was told after because I was dropping so many marks.
Okay.
They
thought your eyes were gone.
They secretly sent me to Specsavers to get my eyes checked.
Wow.
Oh, so you're just crummy at cat
Thinking that I was going to get these, I don't know, I was going to wear glasses or... didn't work.
Josh Gibson, famous footballer on Celebrity Apprentice. His eyes and his sight, terrible. So that's why he's a backman. Don't give him a shot in front of goal. You can't see it.
He puts his fist up and
Just stick your arm in the air, son, and keep hitting that ball.
And look, I know I was made aware yesterday as well by a lot of people on Twitter, and I totally understand now that there was a record broken in the AFL by a player called Darcy Fort from the Brisbane Lions. Now, I had no idea about this record that I was holding with 3 other players.
Yep.
Because if I did know about it...
We would have heard about it
You would have heard about it every second day.
For the past 10 years.
So, Sarah, it was career goals.
Yeah.
So, kicking goals without kicking a behind, all right? So, without missing. And I was on 11 with Zach Merritt and Will Snelling for such a long time. And this Darcy Fort bloke from the Brisbane Lions, he was having a shot yesterday. He was on 11 as well. It was a really hard shot, and they thought he's not going to get it. And he bloody nailed it. He's taken over my record.
Record gone.
It's gone.
So, in this here, how many goals did you kick in your career?
23.
Right. In 18 games.
Yep.
Is that a lot?
No,
Yeah, it's pretty good.
No, not really. But
Here's the thing, mate. I don't want you to feel beaten up over losing this record because you look at your career, you've still got, tell me if I'm wrong, you've still got the under 11...
Yeah, long jump.
Is it long jump or triple jump?
Is it long jump?
It's long jump.
Yeah.
You've still
it's
got your long jump record. So don't feel bad about what happened yesterday. Well done to the young boy Darcy and the 12 goals.
Someone did inform me that the record's 5 metres 20, 5 metres 20 for under 10s.
Yep.
A kid got 5.19.
Oh, shivers, he's on you.
No, thank you. He's not coming.
It is my mission now for the rest of my life just to track each state around Australia. And if there's a kid coming up in the under 10s who's got a bit of potential,
Hello, Tonya Hardy.
I will. I'll go up. Yep, I'll go up onto the grassy knoll and I'll wing the little kid as he's coming in to jump.
That's the ticket.
Fitzy's in the stands with a baseball bat. Good luck, everyone, today.
It's only a slug gun. It won't hurt that much. Pedestrian TV did this great little bit on how to pitch a movie night for a date without setting off the creep alarm because it's a fine art. You guys know how much I love my movies, and I've always said, you guys have scolded me when I've said this, but I think the perfect first date is going to the cinema, watching a movie, and I know you don't talk for 2 hours, but then afterwards you can dissect the movie, you sit down and go and have a drink afterwards, talk about the movie. What was your favourite performance?
I find post-movie chat really bland and boring.
Yeah, but it takes the pressure off. You get that like a 2-hour window to not have to chat.
Yeah.
But isn't that the whole idea of getting to know someone?
But you have a pre-chat,
Go
then you
along.
take a breather, then you can pick up where you left off.
Nah, not unless you're kind of working the funny angle throughout the movie, making jokes as it goes along.
do that.
I do a fair bit of that gear.
You also, it's a great moment for 2 hours to sit next to someone just to see if the chemistry is there, Sarah.
Hand on the inner thigh.
If you
I
can't
agree.
help yourself going over and touching the other person's hands,
Yeah.
you know I'm really attracted to this person.
You're right, it can set up the kiss, can't it?
Yeah. Yep.
Because the amount of hand-holding and fondling during the film, if there hasn't been a kiss yet, is a very good indicator of how the night may end.
I mean, so some of their pitches don't lead with it. They disagree with going in for the first date as a movie. They're also talking about watching a movie at home. I think asking someone to come over to your house to watch a movie is a pretty big
weird.
move.
It's
That
weird.
was my first date with Gary.
Well,
On my couch?
Yeah, it was.
Doesn't
on
that-
Wippa's couch.
Did that lead to something else?
A new couch for me.
So he said, "Do you want to come around, pizza and wine?" And I'd been at a Christmas party, so I was pretty full.
God.
And yeah, I came
Was
round.
there a kiss there?
No,
Not that night.
nothing.
Watched
nothing.
a movie.
I told you there was nothing.
Any hand-holding?
No. We sat on the couch and chatted. I don't even know if we watched a movie. I think it ended up just, when you can't
Flirt.
pick something.
You can't. Can
Flirt.
you remember the movie, Sarah? No, you were tanked.
I was a little
And
bit
what
drunk,
about
yeah.
when you said goodbye? Just a quick
Nah,
kiss.
See ya. That was fun. See you later.
So the big one they say here, though, is choose your movie wisely. And this is the thing. If you're going to the cinema, you don't have a huge choice, do you?
No.
Not at all.
I was so keen on this girl, right? Chased her forever. Finally found the courage to ask her to a movie. And it was in a small town, so they only had a 28-seater. I said, let's go and see a movie. And we'll go out for dinner afterwards.
Where were you in a small town?
Says, I get around, man. I was just checking on country towns.
You'd be the worst first date in a movie because you'd get sweaty palms.
Not at all.
Yeah,
We
you
went to see Passion of the Christ.
Oh, what?
Man, what an idiot. I don't know why I
What
did that.
did you think it was a little bit of a rom-com?
No, and I knew what the ending
you
would
give
be
away
as
the
well.
ending?
No, they knew. It's like when I saw the Titanic. I reckon I knew what was going to happen. Iceberg. No shit. It was the wrong movie to go to, and it ruined the night.
Well, it's
ruined.
very violent
Mate,
as
it
well.
was just
It's also
hopeless.
heavily religious. Was she? Was she?
No,
Do you know what he's done?
How do you walk out of that and keep the energy high?
He's seen the word passion and he thought
Yeah.
he was going to be passion her.
Yeah, I completely misread that. So what do you want to do afterwards? You into crucifix? Or
That
you
is
wanna buy a
that's
Bible.
that
or-
is a no-go. I actually went and saw. I think this is an amazing Australian movie, but I saw two different couples walk out of the cinema halfway through, and that was Snowtown.
Haven't seen it.
Too much.
So Bodies in the Barrel.
Which is
Yeah.
the serial killers in South Australia, and it's a true story, and so you know that this actually happened, and people were leaving the cinemas halfway through. That was the one where, remember Dickie did a movie review on it? On the Today
that's
Show,
right.
and he gave it 1 out of 5, and he
Yep.
said, I know it's true, but this is just, you cannot
horrible.
get through this movie.
No,
wow.
so, I mean, if that was your date movie, then that's a disaster. You're not getting it back after that.
I want to know if a movie ruined a relationship. Aaron in Wollongong, what movie ruined your first date?
Mate, Fight Club.
Great movie, but I don't know if the ladies would be into that one, Aaron.
Yeah, so it was 20 years ago, and I was at the cinema when I'd been talking to this girl. Like, I was only 19 at the time. I'd been talking online for a while, and I finally got the courage to ask her out to the movies. And, yeah, we went and saw Fight Club, and, yeah, we were meant to go for a drink after, but she wanted to be taken straight home. She wasn't interested after that.
Funny that, Aaron. What a shame. So that was the end of that romance? Never got off the ground?
That was the end of it, mate. So, yeah, I
maybe.
started my own Fight Club after that.
Maybe it's because she walked out and she was comparing you to Brad Pitt.
Yeah,
and went, nah, not Aaron.
That's when Brad was at his best.
Yeah,
So.
ripped.
Leanne in the Blue Mountains, what movie did you and your husband watch on your anniversary?
Yes, my husband took me to see Kill Bill in gold class for our 6th wedding anniversary.
Hot.
Gold class at least.
Uma Thurman in a yellow leather onesie is not bad though, Leanne, but it is very violent, isn't it?
It wasn't romantic and very violent, yes.
Yes. Quentin Tarantino. I don't know if he's the perfect date movie, Quentin Tarantino.
No. I mean, the other thing is, too, with a movie, you can often enter a debate. I mean, and I would go, when we'd go to Gold Class, you drink a bottle of wine while you're watching the film. By the end of it, you've got your own theories on how it should have been done, and Lisa would say, I'm not talking to you again. We're not going to see another movie
annoying.
because you're so bloody annoying.
Karen in Ingleburn, what did your husband do in the movie on his first date?
He left and went to the toilet in the middle of The Conjuring.
Oh, he took you to a horror movie.
I hate scary movies. It was our first date, and he took me to The Conjuring and then left me there.
Right, so did he go out for just a quick week, Karen, or was he out for a while?
Look, I wouldn't say it was quick. He was out for a while, but yes, he went to the bathroom.
He was conjuring something.
He was making his own horror film in Cubicle 3. All right.
What is that monster?
Oh, my God. Thanks, Cags.
Stop.
Do not. That's Karen.
Adam, welcome to the show. Tell us about the movie, Adam.
Well, my wife likes an action film, so the first movie she said we should go and see was Romper Stomper.
Oh, my God.
Great movie.
Okay,
But
full
also
on.
very confronting, Adam. I mean, did she last?
I'm pretty sure she didn't laugh once through the film.
No, and tough to keep the momentum going after.
I said last, not laugh. I mean, you're not laughing too much in Romper Stopper,
I hope
are you?
not.
That's an amazing movie as well.
Iconic
Russell's
film. Russell Crowe.
performance in that was unbelievable.
Phenomenal.
I don't know about a date movie. Jessica in Bankstown. What movie was it, Jess?
Yeah, he took me to see the new Joker film, which, I mean, it's a great film, but when on a first date, the first conversation we start having with each other is about mental health. Look, important conversation.
Yep.
First date, not so sure about that one.
Does make a grand assumption, doesn't it, that you're okay with that type of film?
Yeah, dissecting that movie can be quite tough.
Did the relationship continue, Jess, or that was about it?
Look, it was a first date, and that was it.
It's all over.
So this is the power of getting the right movie.
Kylie in Oran Park, what happened on the first date at the movies?
We went and saw Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh, yes,
There
with
was
Steve Martin.
People in front of us were vomiting.
Oh.
The girl, there was a guy and a girl in front of us vomiting. and that was our first date back in 1987, but we've been happily married for 32 years now.
Oh, there you go. You got past the spew and found love.
Do you know what I made a stupid mistake, and this is gross, but I was at a movie with BJ, took her on a date. This was early days, and I took my shoes off.
Shoes off?
Yeah.
Yuck.
And you know what? And I didn't even know what I was doing.
Yeah.
And I was like I was at home. I put my feet up on the chairs in front of me.
Yuck.
And this guy got up and wanted to fight.
I bet he did.
The smell of someone
And
else's
I was so
feet.
apologetic. I said, I'm so sorry, mate, but I thought I was at home. Didn't mean to do it.
Jesus. It was really weird. Normally I've got 50 people at my place at home watching a
That's
movie
right.
together.
It's just really weird. I was in a singlet, man. Didn't have my pants on either. This American family, they caused panic at Israel's Ben Gurion airport Thursday when they showed up, went through security in their carry-on and in their carry-on bag. They said, can we just put that through again? Just need to check that out. What they found in there was an unexploded artillery shell that their family found when they were travelling through the Golan Heights.
Oh, my God.
That is the shell. Now, what happened then is that other passengers that were in the line started freaking out, thought it was a bomb, hit the deck. Other passengers were shown running across belts, conveyor belts, people getting injured. Everyone's trying to duck behind where all their flight attendants were hiding as well.
They're carrying a bomb.
But they were taking it home. The family said that they found the shell in the Golan Heights and intended to bring it back as a souvenir.
Oh, yeah.
That's the size of it there.
I do that with grenades a lot. I just sort of think, what a great souvenir that will be. I'll pop that in my carry-on. Shouldn't be an issue at all.
Do you know what? It's funny. A lot of families are quite naive. They've got no idea what they're allowed to and what they're not allowed to bring into certain countries.
Oh, the airport shows are full of it.
But you know what? We went over to LA a couple of weeks ago, and even like it's just the stuff that you have to do now. You have to fill out all these different forms. You got to get tests. You got to do this. And I'm thinking to myself, there would be so many families out there that would rock up to the airport and have no idea what they have to do.
Which is why the staff are so frustrated and sometimes pretty short with you. But it's the same as when people travel and they pick up animals like the octopuses or the jellyfish.
Yeah.
You just don't know these things, and so you're taking stuff in your luggage.
Makes sense.
What were they travelling with? Give us a call, 1324 T. Oh, T. 10.
T.
Bree in Kurnell, what did you see a lady travelling with, Bree?
Hi, just travelling early out of Adelaide, and I was waiting to get my bag checked. In the other line next to me, this lady had like a companion poodle, and so she's putting all her bags on and stuff, and then she just pops the poodle onto one of the trays and slides it through the scanning machine.
Awesome. So it went through the scanning machine. Is that allowed?
I have no idea, but no one batted an eyelid, no one did anything, and I'm standing there at 5:30 a.m. in the morning, shocked, as if, like, is this okay for the dog?
Because that's been in the news recently, because I think they've come out and said, no, you can't take a dog.
Well, a companion.
A support
But you would
dog.
walk them through with you, wouldn't you?
What if they've got something in them?
Well, in the States, there was a photo of a peacock that was on a flight.
Yes.
Because a passenger, that peacock was their companion.
Aren't they quite aggressive
Support
peacocks?
Yeah, it was a support peacock. That's
weird.
it.
Guys, I'm a nervous flyer, and this guy, he can't fly either, but he's just my best mate. He's got to come with me everywhere.
Maddie in Bankstown, what did your kids smuggle into Fiji?
Yeah, well, my wife and I and the 4 kids were going on a bit of a family holiday. The youngest one asked, could he sort of take a toy? Got out of Sydney all right, but when we got pulled aside in Fiji by security, they thought we had a machine gun.
Oh, no.
Oh, my
in the
God.
suitcase.
Oh, my God. So it was a toy gun, was it?
It was a toy gun, yeah. I couldn't believe it.
But, Maddie, were they quite firm? Were you a bit worried there for a second?
To start off, we had absolutely no idea what was going on. They sort of pulled my wife and I and the 4 kids out of the side, and we saw the bag there, and I'm like, oh, my goodness, what have we done?
Because you can imagine how that would look on the X-ray vision, wouldn't you? Just the shape of the machine gun. You'd go, hang on a minute.
Were they calm, Maddie, or were they pretty full on?
No, to start off with, there was certainly a degree of tension there, and then things calmed down pretty soon when we said, look, guys, we're really sorry. He's packed his own bag.
It's full of water.
And it's yeah. So, look, got through it unscathed, but never got the gun back.
Oh,
I mean, if you're in Fiji, they're pretty relaxed over there. I mean, you got searched, they had a quick look and went back to sleep.
We might take this if that's all right. Wendy in Stanmore, what happened when you took a football to Cambodia?
Yeah, hi guys.
Hi, Wendy.
You there, Wendy?
Yeah, I am.
What's your story?
Yeah, we travelled to Cambodia. So we left Australia, travelled through Vietnam, no problem, numerous flights. Went to Cambodia. We had a football with us. My son slept with his football. He loves his football.
Yeah.
So my husband got dragged away because they had no idea what this was. So, he's trying to show them that you pass it and you kick it. Anyway, they ended up sticking something into it to deflate it, and we never got that football back.
Oh, so they just didn't know what the football was, Wendy.
Come on.
No, I think they thought it was going to explode on the plane.
But you can't see anything in it. Like, it's empty. It's
It's
there.
Cambodia place.
Well, it was inflated, so they didn't know what was in it.
Oh, gosh, there's goes your footy.
Thanks,
Bethany in
Wendy.
Penrith, what happened on the way back from Bali, Bethany?
My dad thought it would be a bit of a joke to buy his footy team all a gift, so he bought about 12 little wooden penises. But the guys at Customs thought it was a bit unusual, so they opened up his bag and searched it. We were all standing at Customs, absolutely mortified that my dad brought back all these little wooden penises from Bali.
Oh, Dad.
Would have turned a couple of heads, I would have thought.
It was mortifying.
The sad thing was Dad wasn't playing footy at the time.
The Fitzy and Wippa Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.